What's up, guys? HTG Brian back with some more LEGO Horizon Adventures. Next up is Frosted Peaks, which is level 3 in our Thunder in the Mountain storyline. That's right, more story. We're going to learn more about Helus and Buried Shadow. We're also going to discover a Duck Bomb and Aerostorm bow, which is going to provide a pretty difficult choice when we reach that merchant on the go. And we're also going to build another tower, gaining another sticker. So we finally get to add to our vision board here, and when you guys are ready, let's go ahead and jump right into the Frosted Peaks, in which we'll start with a cutscene.
Hey, Silence, these towers we're building, did they have them in the old world?
That's right. People back then used them to broadcast their opinions. From what I've been able to gather, everything sucked.
The old world sure sounds strange.
Indeed. I've dedicated my life to understanding it, as well as the evil that destroyed it.
So this evil, can't we just talk to it? You know, explain that eating the world is wrong?
As a student of history, I can tell you that the try to get along with evil strategy never works out.
Besides, the punch evil in the face really hard strategy is so much more fun.
And just like that, we're off to see the Helus and the Buried Shadow. No, I'm just kidding. We're actually making our way through to try to find a tower that we can unlock and add a sticker to our final totals. A little bit of tight pants, tight roping gets you across the gap, and we find ourselves a shop without its owner. I was hoping to find some goodies, but no such luck. We'll have to return during regular operating hours. Now, next up, we've got a cave over here with some brush and an ice wall blocking our path inside. So go ahead and shoot an arrow across the fire, which should open it up and allow us to get some studdage, and it looks like a spread shot bow. Up the old handholds we go, and off to the left as we see some silver studs, which are our cue to find a, well, off the beaten path treasure or build, and in this case, it happens to be an igloo. Is anybody else old enough to remember those little chocolates that you used to find like next to the register at like a convenience store or something, like late 80s, early 90s? Little igloo chocolates? Anybody else remember those? Those were friggin' delicious. I need to go see if they still make those and obtain a box of them. All right, we've zip-lined down a couple of spots there. We find ourselves in some tall grass hiding from a bunch of baddies. We're going to go ahead and try to utilize this spread shot bow. And there it is again. I snuck my way from one tall patch of grass to another, and unfortunately, I get spotted from like the furthest guy away, which triggers all the rest of them. Apparently, I had Aloy walking on her heels, thump, 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 because everybody heard me. And more guys should spawn in, and of course, I recommend using the single shot bow when taken on just one foe. And now we're gonna actually see me get wrapped up in ice like way too many times, to the point where I should probably start singing some Vanilla Ice, because it would just sort of suit the theme that is about to ensue in front of you. All right, we took a little bit of damage, so we're gonna go ahead and wander around and make sure we didn't lose any studs and pick up a couple of those heal trees so that we can get our meter completed, and then we're gonna keep on with the keeping on. Now we've got a death-defying jump over here on the far right, following that silver stud trail again. Gold is going to be for the main path, and silver is going to take us on a sweet adventure, likely finding some chestage or a potential, I don't know, maybe a bin or something to pop. There's always going to be something down there, but all right, we're ready to advance, and we seem to be in some sort of camp here. I'm feeling a little too comfortable, and again, we've got a pathway. We can either go left up the high side with some silver studdage, or we can follow the gold, and so we're going to go ahead and go up to the high left and take a quick scenic view moment as well. Again, I'm not sure why they've added these benches. Just a weird point of interaction. Like, I'm not mad at them, and I mentioned this before, but like some effort went into that animation and whole sequencing of that. So like, what was the point? Just to be fun and get a little relaxation? All right, moving along. We're going to go ahead and follow these handhelds across the old frozen waterfall, which, if you look, it's pretty cool how it's like dropping ice bricks. Pretty sweet stuff. No detail spared, including little scenic benches that you could chill out and catch your breath. All right, we try to take a plunge down here on the lower left, and it turns out I'm not going to recommend it. But eventually we make it over to the purple stone here, which should take us over to the traveling merchant, where we're going to be tasked with a pretty hard decision. But if I'm being honest, I actually got a little ahead of myself here and messed up, so there was really no decision made at all. We're going to pop open the left chest, find the duck bomb. Quack, quack. That is going to be the one that I probably should have grabbed. But I see this arrow storm bow, which is basically like, you know, a multiple repeater bow. You can actually charge up multiple shots, so it's like instead of just ka-choo, ka-choo, it's choo, 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 choo. Now, we also find this Shell Walker shield. Now, for some reason, I felt the shield was the right choice, and so I dipped on out of there. I really wish I would have grabbed that ducky, though, because that would have been pretty fun to, you know, throw some duckies around and sing my favorite song, bath time song, that is. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Did you really just boo me? I know that was a terrible joke, but, I mean, listen. All right, moving right along. We jump across the gap, find ourselves a treasure. So we'll flip it open and grab some studdage and keep on with the keeping on back on our path following those gold/copper studs. Now, Dougie's got them listed as gold in the guide, and you know, he's not wrong, but we're just used to other colors. You know, the old silver, gold, blue, purple, right? So I haven't seen any purples in this game thus far, but you never know. We got some red brickage we'll see later, so who knows what surprises they have in store. All right, before hitting the zip line and going down to get your battle on, let's go ahead and build a quick frosty, get a couple of studs, and of course, get ready for battle. Now, here we go again. As soon as you fire the first arrow, everybody is alerted to your presence. And I got lucky here. Nobody saw me as I snuck out at first. But then, you know, things get a little hectic. So for this next segment, I definitely recommend juggling the bad guys. That could mean one of two different ways. Cycling between hitting guy number 1, then guy number 2, then back to guy number 1, just so they don't ever get a chance to really spin and attack you. Or it could mean hit them with the hard, long bow, and then hit him with the short, quick bow, too. So you can kind of see how I kind of juggled him without him being able to get back up and attack me. So whatever works best for you guys is going to be what I recommend. But, you know, if you're looking for some tips and tricks, juggle them bad boys. See, look, alternate back and forth. You get an arrow, you get an arrow. Oh, we get a cutscene.
Aloy to silence, Aloy to silence. Places found to build towers here? Zilch.
A pity. But there are many more mountains to explore, and each one brings us closer to finding the Thunderjaw and the metal flower lodged in its digestive tract.
We'd be even closer if you were out here actually helping.
As it happens, I've been busy decrypting the signal from Helis's focus, and have just intercepted a most interesting transmission.
Which is science speak for we can snoop on him and his crazy cult?
Precisely. Patching it through to you now.
Oh, son, you're so warm and giving. Soon the whole world will worship you like I do. Huh? I told you all! You see any clouds, you shoot them down!
Clouds are droplets of water suspended in the sky. They cannot be shot down.
Buzz! How nice of you to drop by completely out of nowhere. Again.
You spend too much time in horizontal positions. There is work to do.
You knew how important sunbathing was to me when we met, and I told you I'd deal with that redhead.
Forget the girl. You must find more machines and more fuel.
Fine. Just don't forget our deal. Sun everywhere all the time.
You are a whiny and annoying human.
I'm annoying. At least I have an inside voice. Ah, son. Alone again at last.
Whoa. Not exactly best buds, are they?
And while that is very sad, I'm more concerned with their immediate plans. More fuel could mean further destruction of nature, and with more machines, that ancient evil Jello creature may become unstoppable.
We can't let that happen.
That's why the old world disappeared, isn't it? That thing. It used machines to destroy everything. You know, Elizabeth could really have explained things a bit more clearly.
Maybe it's not too late to ask her.
Did he just really refer to that as the ancient evil Jello thing? Yeah, I don't know how the Buried Shadow would take that. I don't know if the Buried Shadow even knows what Jello is, and if I'm being honest, how do they know? How does Silence know what Jello is? Do they have Jello in this particular form of, you know, humanity? I'm guessing they probably don't. But anyways, moving right along, we go ahead and build a nice quick frosty before making our way across a bridge and getting on out of here. Actually, we got a silver stud trail going down below and some planks we can walk. So let's get our pirate on. And unfortunately, it just takes us to a small build. It's another frosty. With all the effort that went into this game, I feel like, what could have been? I mean, really, we get the same build over and over again? I'm not trying to hate, I'm just stating, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's go ahead and go back up and make our way to the left, picking up any studs we may have left behind, and let's go ahead and move on to the next area. Up here, we can already see we got some silver studs on this upper rim, so we'll go ahead and follow that to another build, which, something new? Nope, it's just another igloo. All right, enough crying over spilt milk. Let's go ahead and drop down to the lower ledge, take out a couple breakable items before moving across a crazy, I don't know what that looks like, a neck or an arm of something that is no longer with us. But we go ahead and find a nice, safe passage across. And hey, look at this. We got ourselves another build. It's another Christmas tree with an egg yolk star. I'll take mine scrambled, please. We'll go ahead and zip down onto the next little platform here and get our pirate on one more time. Walk into plank. Then get your zippity-doo-dah on down to the next battle, which I can't stress this enough. I need better glasses. I've got some really bad aim in this. Really, it's just the way that the default action for the throw is. I wasn't ready for it, nor have I spent much time yeeting stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and recommend you sort of try to build them up around these tanks that keep respawning and then shoot the tanks versus trying to pick them up and throw them. Now, you're probably a better tosser than I am, and eventually I think I get one or two in here. Oh, see, that was a perfect throw, but that was before he started moving, though. All right, so you can see I'm having better luck just shooting the tanks in their place versus tossing them. Whatever works best for you, though, is going to be good. Look at me. I'm just absolutely destined to pick this guy up and throw him versus, actually shooting him. Does that ever happen to you? You get so focused on trying to do one thing, even if it's not really beneficial or helping you, you're like, I gotta do it, I gotta get it done, and that's what I was trying to do. I was really concerned about my throwing, so I need to go get some practice on. And look, I finally blast that ice and get those guys, but I also included myself in that whole package deal. And look at that, some more guys are dropping down, and some of them have those explodey tanks on their back. Definitely focus on those guys first, as they will be tossing them constantly at you, and they can be pretty frustrating if you get frozen up over and over again. Keep a good eye on your health meter too. Now, I also have this crazy auto bow here, so I'm going to go ahead and give these guys the choo 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 choo. That's right. We'll go ahead and hopefully charge up. Yeah! Taking out some of the shrubbery too. I was not aware that I could even do that, but we got a little quick message from Silence telling us that some stuff's going on nearby. I'm going to try to take out... Oh, look at this. I'm charging up. We figured we had a few to get rid of, as you can't take them into the next level with you. That's something they could change too. And I'm sure there's a reason that the developers decided that. But when I get a cool gadget or a cool weapon, I want to take it with me. I want to keep replacing it with new ones, like hot dog stands and stuff. And what's this? We got a locked path in a story? What? Must be for later when we come back in the expeditions mode. I'll have to talk to old Dougie Fresh, our guide writer, and see what he says about that. Now, I'm just kind of experimenting here, getting not only some throw practice in, but also trying to take this out, thinking it might lead to a new area, but unfortunately it doesn't. But when you're ready, build the tower and let's watch a cutscene.
All right! I think I'm getting the hang of these.
Good work. The signal is getting stronger. Keep at it, and soon I'll be able to locate the Thunderjaw.
How come you care so much if we find it?
You are not alone in your quest to save this land, Aloy.
Comforting and cryptic. I'll take it.
All right, another mysterious gold brick floats down from the sky, so it's up to us to go ahead and pick it up and hold it high. All right, we got a sticker added. Woo to the hoo-hoo. We should have got another gold brick too. I'll take it.
Hey, Elizabeth. I know you're just like an ancient message and you can't hear me, but I have so many questions. Like, why is it my job to save the world? Who's my mom? Where do all the machines come from? And why are they so mean?
Command machines recognized.
Oh, hi! So you want to learn more about machines? Of course you do. Curiosity is in your DNA.
Huh?
Machines were built to make the world a better place, to help people, make their lives easier, even look after the environment. But the ancient evil I told you about corrupts them, turns them against us, and against nature. So be careful out there!
It is the red monster's fault then. But I still don't know who's building them all.
Perhaps not. But I've detected a large pile of broken down machines in the mountains. It could be some kind of graveyard.
good place to find some parts. And maybe some answers.
All right, I guess we're off to go check out a large pile of machines in the mountains. That doesn't sound sus at all. All right, we're going to trudge our way right by the community board and by some customized options. Keep in mind there are some trophies for completing some of those, like adding 20 yards and doing other customizations, which we'll do later, I promise. But we're going to make our way up to the next level spawn point, and Booyakashow, the Shivering Summit, is up next. So that's going to wrap it up for level 3, Frosted Peaks, and our Thunder in the Mountain storyline. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to click that like button. It would mean the world to us if you did. Of course, check us out on social media, HappyThumbsGaming.com, as well as HTGmerch.com. Links for all of our stuff is down below in the video description. Check it out. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time. That's all, folks.